Good morning, beautiful people. Akarsha is here holding his mobile phone and embracing the beauty of being Akarsha. See, everybody in life, you and I have got pretty messed up at some point in our life and say life wasn't like this before. We were enjoying very much being myself under the blissful shades of our mom and dad, but now the life is completely in contrast to what happened over the decades ago. Yes, we think like we are slogging for someone cause we are working 9 hours a day. Some may even work 12 hours in a day, including the journey hours coming from home to office and going back to home. Whereas the 24 hours were given as a gift for you by your parents. Do you remember that? Do you even think about that? See, we were allowed to play whatever we wanted. We were allowed to do mischievous things. We were allowed to watch TV, playing games, having fun with our friends for the complete day. Gosh, we were allowed to do anything so as to keep ourselves happier all the time. I do quite a bit of thinking about the invaluable gifts of our childhood days. I really feel grateful and thankful for all the gifts that I had from my parents. Well, coming to these days when we are in a profession which we don't like, you and I gonna think like we are slogging for someone. Trust me, this is our life. We must adhere to a job to make a living on our own. So never think like you're slogging for someone when you're in a profession which you don't like. Do you understand what Akarsha is talking about? Because as the days getting rolled out, you and I get older, you get to marry someone and I too get to marry someone. You and I being parents must be grateful to our kids as our parents used to work hard from morning sunrise up until sunset in constructing a beautiful environment for us. If you do the same to our children, if you bring the beautiful environment to our kids, then our little kids will also be thankful. The same way as how we are thanking our parents now. Let me tell you something. See, once you're attached to somebody, once you're surrounded by a joyful family, no matter whether you like your profession or not, whether you're willing to work or not, you will be held by the responsibilities in order to run your family. So you can't escape from responsibilities. You can't run away from adhering to your own responsibilities. Therefore, think about your self-contentment. Have a peace of mind in what you're doing and appreciate your job. Appreciate your major role in standing for your family. See, as long as you respect and adhere to your job, you ain't find any discomfort in carrying your work or in continuing your work. So do love your job in order to make many more transitions in your life, in order to find a forward leap in your career. That's how the life runs, isn't it? Do you understand what Akarsha is talking about? Well then, make a plan, build a solid affirmations for your future endeavors and hold on to it for a lifetime so that success gonna continue and you're gonna find something good happening somewhere in the corners of your life. See, whatever I talk about, how much ever I elaborate you, any saying doesn't stand supreme unless it has a living proof to justify it. Well, for your sake, for your own benefit of making powerful decisions, let me tell you a story of a mother. Well, before telling that, let me wish a happy Mother's Day to all my beautiful moms out there in the world. Wish you a happy Mother's Day to all my lovely beautiful moms. Have a splendid days ahead. That's the reason for the day special. I brought this woman. Look at the still. A mother of 2 children riding a truck for 15 years. Gosh, the very sight of mine inspired me with the courage today. How strong is her convictions would be to be able to drive a truck for 15 years. How bigger is her aspirations would be. What is she going to aspire from being a truck driver sitting behind the wheels to make her living all alone on the national highways entirely for 15 years and so on. Perhaps the story of a mother could make you shrewd and induces the powerful decisions in your mind to take on all the adversities of your life. Let me get to the straight. The lady wasn't an illiterate, she wasn't a college dropout, she holds the commerce and law degrees along with a beautician certificate which she found as insufficient to provide a good life and the best education for her kids when her husband was died in an accident. This doubles the tragedy of a woman when her brother was also died in an accident when he was making way to attend the funeral. Certainly, as the days rolled out, she went bankrupt and decided to drive trucks on national highways all alone. Despite of knowing a fact that she wouldn't be able to find any progress in her career if she continues to drive truck for her entire life, but she chose to drive truck for the sake of her family so as to get the required amount to manage her family needs. Well, what is your takeaway from listening to that story? See, for me, it's like I love that courage. I love that woman. Not only me, every kid must be grateful and thankful for the decision she has taken to drive trucks for 15 years. I hope we shall also be capable to take such a stubborn steps in our life, to take on all the adversities of our life. Well, wish you a happy Mother's Day to all my lovely, beautiful moms out there in the world. Well, Akarsha is signing off. Before that, hit the like button and do subscribe to my little YouTube channel, Akarsha. Yours very own boy.